Hi, everyone, and welcome to your meet and greet for Caribbean New Year's Eve. My name is September Anthony, and I'll be your concierge. My nickname is CJ, so you can call me either one. And I am so excited. We're going to see sun and fun and sunshine and see all sorts of different Caribbean islands. So the objective of this hour is to go through the final vacation details, get you prepped for getting on the ship, and go into detail about the first couple of days. And the rest of the trip will be filled in by the schedule, the weekly schedule that I give you when you check in at the welcome desk, and also the ship's schedule. So just hold off on your questions until I get through all the good information. And let me share my screen. Hold on one second. Let's see, over here. Hold with me. Okay, first off, I want to show you, if you haven't gotten the final vacation details, they were emailed out a few days ago or end of last week. Another way you can find it is go to our trip page. And you can see right here, your travel documents. You click on that and it will come up. This is a great document with all sorts of good information. The first thing I want to show you is my phone number. Please put this in your cell phone. Here it is right here. So you can text me whatever you need after December 28th. If you're delayed on the first day on your flight, please give me a text to let me know when you're coming, and always put your name on the text as well. So a little bit about me. I've been a tour director, a tour manager for, I guess about 25 years now. So I've worked for Globus, all sorts of different companies, Grand Circle, but I love Singles Travel International for the people and for the destinations. So I'm very lucky to have a part-time assistant on this trip. She's not a concierge. She's an employee just happens to be going on the trip. Her name is Catherine, and maybe some of you have talked to her. So she's not a tour manager, but she's going to help me part-time, just so you know if you see her, just because during those times where I can't duplicate myself. I've had a lot of experience with large groups, but it's nice to have somebody around, of course, to help. And you know what? I forgot. I'm going to, I hear some feedback. I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to mute you guys now. There we go. That'll help with the feedback on that. All right. And let me get rid of this. Hold on one second. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Okay, great. So over here, we've got our checklist to prepare for our vacation. Let's roll down a little bit more. Of course, you've got your passport. Make sure that it's good for at least 6 months after the return date. Your vaccination card. There's no more pre-cruise COVID testing, so that's great. I would say bring your masks as well. It's highly suggested, of course, for indoor crowded areas. Also, you might find some public transportation or mom and pop shops along the way that need it. I would say also, just like they say in the airlines, please feel free to mask up if you would like, because we all have different needs and that we respect each other's choices. I will be masking up in indoor areas as a professional courtesy. Travel insurance is also very good to have, especially for this one, emergency evacuation. Oh my goodness, that is a very expensive one if you have to be helicoptered off a cruise ship. It definitely is something very good to have, and call the office if you're interested in adding that. Fit and willing to travel commitment form. We do need that from everyone. You just click on here. It's a super easy form, just saying you're fit and willing to travel. Now, I'm hoping you've all got your Royal Caribbean app on your phone. It's amazing how cruises have changed so much. during these past few years. Everything is on the app. There's a picture of it right here. If you don't have it, what to look to get the app on your phone. And that's where you check in. So I hope you've all checked in already. It shows right here the list, and they walk you through it on the app so easily of everything you need right there. And select a check-in time on December 30th between 12:30 to 1:30 would be the best. On December 30th, when we get on the ship, they will send us a link for a health and safety questionnaire. Basically, easy, are you healthy, form to fill out on the app. And then, of course, you're going to carry your passport, your set sail pass, medications, all of that with you. And there you go. So that will be an easy check-in once you've got it done on the app. You can also on the app get shore excursions, drink packages, all sorts of things. It's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm hearing more feedback here. Just kind of if you're hearing noise in the background, if you could mute yourself, it will help on that. Okay, thank you. Your group dining, a lot of people have signed up for the spaces that Royal Caribbean gave us. If you're interested on getting on a wait list for one of these, let me know during the question time, or you can tell me later on when we get to Miami, and I'll try and get you a space. I've got a couple of people on wait lists. I'll try to get you a space when I see the maitre d' when I get on the ship. And we got the meet and greet. Not sure who's, well, if you could mute, if you hear something in your background, please go ahead and mute yourself. I pushed the all mute. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, socialize. Now, the Singles Travel International profile. I know that a lot of you have that. You've got your picture, you've got your profile. But if you haven't filled it out, I'm going to ask that this is very important because it allows you, us to get to know each other even better. So please fill that out, put your picture, profile, and that'll help us when we're a large group. Also, wearing your name tag during this particular cruise will be very helpful as well. Hold on, I'm just checking to see one thing here. Okay. I'm just trying to check the phone quality here. All right. Well, we're trying to, okay. If there's anybody talking around you, if you could mute yourself, that would be wonderful. I know with a large group, it's really hard. I'm just getting a little bit of feedback in my ear, a little bit more. Thank you so much. All right, we've got also in here our beautiful picture of our white t-shirts, our Single Travel International t-shirts. Some of you will be getting those as well. So look for those when you check in. I'll be giving you that. Emergency contact, getting there. There's the number if you have any trouble to call Singles Travel. Also, you can text or call me as well. Your luggage. I love when we say, pack as lightly as possible. I have to tell you, in the last couple of tours, people say they have so many clothes that they never wore, that they brought with them. So it's always sort of like pack and then take a little bit out or take half out. Just make sure you don't overdo with the packing, right? It'll make it easier for you at the end. Delayed luggage. Hopefully we won't get any of that. When you get your bag tag, here's a tip. When you get your bag tag, take a photo of it, because that bag tag, once it's scanned, they can see where your bag is anywhere in the world. So make sure you keep a hold of it, take a photo of a bag tag. That way, if your bag is delayed or lost, they can find it easily, all right? All right, transportation. Taxis are between $27 to $30 to the hotel, roughly. And also, I checked on Uber prices anywhere between $22 to $30, almost the same price as a taxi. So if you're coming on your way from the airport, got the arrival flights here. And here is our address to our beautiful Hyatt Regency Miami. It is a gorgeous hotel that we are staying in. And I've got arrival dates of everybody as they're coming in here pretty much on the 29th, right? All coming in together. And right here in this part of your final vacation details, I have the itinerary for the first 2 days. I have, you're coming in and you're going to meet me 3 to 5 at the hotel lobby at the hospitality desk. All right. And there I'll give you your welcome packet. We've got a great restaurant that I have found for our optional dinner on your own, pay at your own expense. But if you would like to do that, we'll meet 6:15 in the lobby. It's a family restaurant and they are so sweet. Camellia's Restaurant for happy hour and for dinner. They have given us most of the space there. It's an all-you-can-eat Brazilian buffet with all sorts of goodies. They gave us a great price of $30. It includes 2 drinks, 1 beer, 1 soda, and the buffet. So for a little restaurant to give us the whole space for all of us, it's just so sweet. So that's in walking distance. So that night, if you want to do that, just see me at 6:15, or you can meet us there. I put the restaurant address as well. I'll give you more information, of course, at the welcome desk. Here's a little bit about the next day, the embarkation day. We have our breakfast included in the morning. 10 o'clock is a welcome aboard meeting at the Hyatt Regency Miami Hotel. It's a beautiful boardroom that they've given us. For those of you that went last year, that they have given us the same conference room. I'll give you lots of good information during that. And we'll get all set with that. And then we'll get on board the transfer to the ship, getting on the ship in the afternoon. I'm going to say again, if anyone has noise around them, if there's somebody talking near them, if you could please just mute yourself. I'm not sure where I'm getting the feedback from. I know it happens sometimes, but
I think there are a few people who did not mute themselves. It's very hard to hear.
I agree. Well, I muted by pushing a mute all button, and I should have on my end have muted everybody, mute all. But it just didn't happen. Okay, let's try this. I'm trying something else in my controls to see. I understand. Okay, that seems better. Okay, I'm not sure where it was coming from. Sounds better now. All right. Okay, so keep yourself muted. Thank you so much for your help in that. So we will have, checkout is at 12 from the hotel. They'll store your bags if you want, but really you don't need to store them long because we're meeting at 12:30 for an included transfer to the ship. We'll have 4 vehicles come, not a huge bus, but 4 vans come that we'll get on and we'll caravan over together to the port. Now you'll check in at your designated time. Now I've heard back and forth things. Sometimes if you've accidentally gotten a later time, they might make you wait, or they might say, oh, everybody come on. So we'll find out. Hopefully I will ask that they take us all as a group, but of course you're still having your individual set sail pass that you're showing them from your app and your passport, right? Once we're on, I have different appointments with the ship staff, but you'll see me again, definitely at happy hour, 7 p.m., Viking Crown Lounge. And then every night we'll have our dinner at 8 o'clock in the main dining room. All right, so that's a little brief explanation of our first 2 days. And again, I will give you a weekly schedule when you check in that has more information about all the other details of the fun events that we'll be doing together. Royal Caribbean Cruise. Let's see, theme nights. Now I posted this in the trip chat, and this will be very fun. We're going to have Castaway Night. Yes, what type of castaway are you? Well, we'll find out. Are you one from Gilligan's Island? Are you the Tom Hanks type? Ocean Blue is another one. Wearing different shades of blue, or just wearing anything that reminds you of the ocean. Seashells as well. Maybe you're a mermaid or merman, or something else that lives in the sea, or it's up to you how you, but ocean blue and maybe some seashells would be nice as well. Also bring something formal or semi-formal for New Year's Eve, which would be fantastic. Now, I wrote the dates of when these are in the chat. It is subject to change if they have another formal night, because we don't know when that would be. So just always know that some of these events, the days are going to change depending on things as well, what the ship has going. Here's your white international t-shirts. Some of you are going to get some new t-shirts. Some of us are returning, some are new. Welcome. You'll get the shirt. And I'm going to ask, actually, if you could wear your white t-shirt on that day 2 for our welcome meeting at the hotel, because I would love to get a group picture of you guys at that time. That welcome meeting in the morning of day 2 is special because it's like the only time that we're really fully together as a group without other ship staff or anything around. So I thought it would be fun to take a photo. So remember, if you're a returning person, bring your white t-shirt, or you'll get a new one if you're a new person coming in from me at the welcome desk. Departure flights and transfers. A lot of you have signed up for that. I know there's a few people who added late, and I'm going to get your book on board the ship for you. And so I'll go over that with those people when I see you at the welcome desk in Miami. Let's see what else we've got. Weather. Oh, it's going to get warmer. I know some of you are in really cold weather right now. So this is going to be fun. Daytime, 80 to 85, and evenings, 75 to 80 degrees. Expect high humidity. I would, though, bring a light sweater for sometimes inside if you're sensitive to air conditioning, like in the showroom. Sometimes that can be really cold. So a light sweater, a light jacket, maybe some rain gear as well would be good too. And of course, all the other things we've talked about, some fancier clothes for our formal nights. Prescriptions, of course, make sure that all your medications are with you in your carry-on. Uber app, always good to have if you can't find a taxi. We recommend downloading that before you go. And there's a tutorial on how to use them right here as well. So communication on the ship is so different. This Voom internet access worked very well for me last year. People who had that, or maybe a cell phone cruise package from their cell phone provider, the text worked well. You were able to text me, I could text you. So the Voom wireless internet access was quite good for that. There is a chat. It's only for texting through the chat on the app. That one did not work very well, actually, to be honest. It was like $1.99, like $2 a day, right? And it wasn't quite good. So if you're looking for something that's really good, this wireless internet worked very well. Last year it was working well. Yeah. If you don't have anything, if you don't want to buy any internet package for your cell phone, just know that what I try to do is really reach out to each and every one of you every day, just to touch base and communicate. I do that at Breakfast Club, where I review the day, and also at dinner. At dinner, I'm going to be giving you all a daily schedule. Anything that gives any changes or updates, and I add it to the schedule. I give that and talk about the schedule at dinner as well. If for some reason I don't see you at breakfast or dinner, just know that I'll connect with you. Maybe you'll want to check your voicemail on your cabin phone. If you have something where I can text, I'll just text you. But if you don't have text capability, I'll leave a voicemail. I'll give you the daily schedule delivered to your room. Okay, so just so you know that I will be connecting with you. WhatsApp. Now that you do have to have internet as well, but that's there. If you know how WhatsApp works, it has a tutorial on there. Gratuities for the Grandeur of the Seas crew. It has the amount there. Or you might want to prepay it. If you do prepay it, then you won't see a daily charge every day on your statement. Okay. And this is a little box about me and my role. Things that I do, of course, working with the vendors, organization, but I also chronicle and take pictures of your photos of your journey. I put hundreds of pictures at the end on our Facebook private site. So I am your selfie stick, all right? You're movable. So if you see me and you want a picture of something, I'm there. So that's an extra service I have that lots of great, there'll be an album of photos on our private Facebook page. Play nice. Basically this part, it comes to one word, really, to sum it up, is respect. And respect for one another, respect for the ship staff, myself, and of course the cultures that we'll be seeing. So that pretty much is right there. And oh, the survey at the end. We would love to hear from you, of course. There's something else I want to show you because I know you might have questions. This is an extra little bonus. We're at the end here of the final vacations. I'm going to go over here to the Royal Caribbean. Hold on. Okay, this is their site. And you probably know by now, you've made your account. In the upper right-hand corner, you click on that. And think, here we are. Comes up with our cruise, right? I'm showing you where to find your luggage tags, all right? It's right here under View Boarding Pass, Edit Check-in. So let's click on that. Now, if you don't get a chance to do this, you can't print luggage tags, don't worry. Or I'm thinking a little bit right now, maybe it's not coming up. Don't worry, because the staff at the port will tag it for you. Oh, it's not going. Okay, let's go back there. Oh. Anyway, I've shown you where it is at least, so it comes up very easily. We'll try one more time and see if we can get it. So if you want to print them, they're under here. And also, if you want to print your set sail pass, the one, oh, here it is. Your set sail pass looks like that, your ticket to get in. It's on your app, right? If you come down here, do you see this? It's got, you can print your set sail pass if you want to. And here, your luggage tags. Voila, here's my luggage tag to print. Again, don't worry if you're unable to get this. the ship staff, the port people will take care of you. They're able to, get it all tagged for you. I just know your cabin number is helpful, right? Okay, so I think we have covered just about everything. The most important thing I would like to say is that, let me stop sharing here, is to be flexible. That is the most important thing on this trip, because with the Zoom, with the app that they have now, they can go in there and they can change something or add something to the daily schedule anytime. Pretty much every day they're switching something in the app on the daily schedule. So just have that extra scoop of flexibility. Rick Steves, do you know Rick Steves? I love him, the travel writer, and he always says the amount of flexibility that you bring to your vacation is equal to the enjoyment of your vacation. I think that that's really true, because things will always change. Also, the other thing, if you have any concerns, problems, questions, whatever it is, when we're on the ship, I am the boots on the ground. Please come to me. And in the moment, while you're thinking of it, whatever it is, please come to me so I can help you, right? So that is it. Let me see, I've got some things in the chat. And let me see, you can unmute or raise your hand. Let me see what I've got in here. It's too late to order a t-shirt. I have to look. Good question. I don't know. I think you would order it through our merchandise store. The link is on that in the final vacations detail, but I don't know if it would get to you in time. So look on that, on the link on the merchant staff. Okay, do you want to raise your hands and then unmute, or, oh, Kelly, yes, Kelly, go ahead, unmute. Or let me see if I can unmute you. Well, no, you're still, let me see, hold on. I'm still hearing you. Let me get the list up and see if I can unmute you. Kelly, okay. Can you unmute? It's funny, first we couldn't mute, now we can't mute. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Try now. I think it'll work.
Man.
Yes.
Right. So from you experienced travelers, I've been on a couple of cruises before, but I've never brought a suit before. I've never worried about the fancy nights. But I'm going to bring a suit or two this time. Any tips on how to keep it unwrinkled or to unwrinkle it once I get on board?
So,
any good questions for the guys on that, on how to keep your blazers from?
I've traveled all over the world in the last 30 years, brought suits with for business a lot of times. I have a folding garment bag. One trick is when you like try to clean before you travel, you get in the plastic. Check the plastic off.
Who is, let's see. I'm sorry, we're getting a lot of feedback from somebody. Can you look around and see if there's somebody's TV is on, I guess,
okay.
is what somebody is saying,
Yeah,
that there's a TV.
I'm gonna change it.
Okay, we figured it out. The mystery is solved.
But on the ship, what I do, because no matter how hard I try, they still get creased. There's tricks like hanging it in the shower with the steam and all that. But in the reality is, when I get on, I put it in the laundry bag and have the ship press it and pay the money to get the ship to press it. And if you drop it off that evening, they'll get it back to you in time the next day for dinner for New Year's Eve.
I take mine in a garment bag, which works usually pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, the garment bags work sometimes. Sometimes they don't. It sort of depends on how much
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they pinch the garment bag in between, fold it and pinch it.
Garment bag is, as soon as you get it into your room, hang it up so it can hang and unwrinkle.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, forgive me, everybody, if I'm wrinkly.
That's okay. It's
You won't
part of
be-
it, you know, because
Okay.
we can't bring travel irons or
You
steamers.
won't be
or
the only
anything.
I
one.
saw that.
Yeah. No worries, no worries.
Might be a
Oh,
little wrinkly.
hello. Yes, I see you. Knit 16. You want to unmute?
think
You
that-
can unmute yourself,
I think that's Mike.
Mike.
I think.
Do you see, there's should be, I can't hear you yet. Mike, can you see on your bottom left, there should be a microphone and
There-
you can unclick.
There.
Yeah, there you go.
There, yeah. Kelly will all be wrinkled, so just all be together.
I'll be wrinkled too sometimes. It's part of
Okay,
it. You're right.
okay.
You're right. You're right.
Catherine.
Very good.
Yeah,
Hey, Mike, how are you?
good. Good.
Last
Let
time we
me
were on a
see.
cruise together was 5 years ago.
Yeah, New Orleans.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Who has a question?
I do.
Can't quite. Yes, Jack.
Yes, about the costume.
Mhm.
What costume would be acceptable, for that night?
Oh, for which one? The castaways?
Yeah, the castaways, yes.
You know, I love these nights. We had so much fun last year and with other cruises we've done because we're kind of the hit of the party of the cruise because they see us and they go, wow, what a fun group. Pretty much, everything is, Gilligan's Island theme is good. And
A cruise suit, what about a swimsuit, shorts and a shirt over it, colorful
Oh.
shirt?
I'm not sure on the shorts though. I think
Yeah.
shorts,
You might have a problem.
flip-flops,
You might have a problem
swimsuits.
with
Yeah,
that.
that is a good question, Jack.
Okay.
That probably wouldn't, you'd probably have to have pants.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Jack. You're gonna have to wear some pants.
Bring your swimming suit to the cocktail hour and then put on pants before you go to the dining room.
Jenny, that is a fantastic idea. I like this group already. It's great. Wonderful,
I
fantastic.
got another question.
Yes,
Regarding boarding.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to have your iPhone on all the time, or can you get a paper? Do I understand you can get a paper boarding pass?
Yes, I just found that out the other day. When you go on the computer, that site I showed you, where the
Right.
luggage tags, right above it, it says view set sail. And there you can print out your boarding pass. In fact, I did it. They say, no, you don't have to, but if you want to, so I'll just show you, like, that's what I did.
Beautiful.
This is what it
Okay.
would look like. And that
Beautiful.
way
Okay.
you've got a nice paper copy. Yep. Because
That's
you're
excellent.
right. I mean,
'Cause
you
I don't
never
wanna keep-
know.
I
Yeah,
don't want to keep my iPhone on all the
Yeah.
time. I may just want to, God
Right.
forbid you forget it or something.
it is a good, that is a good idea. And this, just like a paper boarding pass when you go to the airplane, just in case
Right.
your phone dies, then it's hard to find out. So anyway, so there's that. Yes, you can do that ahead of time with your luggage tags.
Sounds good. Sound like a
Yes.
plan.
Okay.
good. Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, it's not
Hi.
Alan, it's Susie, right? Okay,
Yes.
so regarding the COVID vaccination card, we don't have such an animal in Canada. They don't give you a
Mm.
card.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
is it acceptable just to print off from our Ontario Health the
Oh, yes,
the sheet
yes.
that shows that we were vaccinated? Yeah, okay.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I know some states have that as well, because I've seen that. Some of our states have very good papers.
Yeah.
So whatever
we
is a
don't
good
have that.
copy of that. No one's going to ask you, but I mean, it's always good to have, because the rules might change, things might change, and tomorrow we might have to show things again. You never know.
I also have one other question about, I'm a newbie to this singles.
Oh, no
cruising.
problem. Yeah.
About the gratuities.
Yes.
How do they get paid? Do you put money in an envelope? Do you do it on your online? How do they get paid?
Oh, you mean for the ship staff? Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a little bit in there that'll explain it on the final vacation details, but every day it's instantly put on the gratuity that they're asking for is included on your daily schedule, your daily bill every day.
So
So,
if
like,
you want to
it's
pay in advance, how would you do that?
you might be able to do it when you check in at the guest relations.
Okay.
Prepaid is really something you do farther in advance. So maybe at this point, it's just easier just to have it as a daily charge on your onboard account. You can always change it if you want. Everything nowadays is split from the ship staff. So for example, if you give an extra tip for excellent service, which is usually, how they do it, and you give, say, like $20 extra to the dining staff, then they put that, they're splitting everything. So it's not going to just one person. Do you know what I mean? They're supposed to give it in a pool and it goes to everyone.
Okay, so excuse my stupidity, but
Mhm.
so you're online, you're getting your
Mhm.
charges put on your credit card, whatever, every day.
Right.
Well,
Mhm.
that's fine. But if there's somebody that you
Mhm.
want to give an outstanding tip to that's done
Mhm.
something very special for you, then you
Mhm.
do that in cash. Is that you
Yeah,
can't?
you could.
You can't really add
Yes.
on to that.
You probably add on to your onboard account too. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But if
Yes.
you
So
add
whatever's easiest. Yes.
It's not gonna go to that person.
Sorry?
Add it
Yeah,
on
you're right.
onboard account, it's not gonna go to the person.
That particular person. That's right. You got to give a cash. You'd have to do cash.
Yes. And it's interesting because a lot of cruise lines like Princess and other ones have this, I've had it for a while, that everything is split. All the tips they get are split. So they're supposed to, from what I've heard, if you give somebody a 20, they're supposed to give it to like the maitre d' who splits it with everybody. I don't know.
That's
But,
all right.
but who knows? Who knows?
wouldn't want
The
to do that.
intricate interior things. Maybe if I don't know, but that's what I've heard. Yes. But it is nicer. It is nice in cash because they're seeing it. Rather, in an onboard account, they don't get that personal one-on-one connection that, oh, look, she gave an extra tip to us, right?
Yeah.
So that is the nice thing about it. It shows that you really appreciate it and you can say goodbye and thank you to them. Yeah.
So I have a question related to tips.
Mhm.
For those of us who reserved the specialty dining, is
Mhm.
the tip
Mhm.
included in the price or is it separate?
Last year when I took people to specialty dining, which I will do again, I will escort you over, everything was included, right?
Okay.
And at the end, they give you a final bill, which says 0, saying that you have paid it, right? But it gives a section that if you want to give a little extra tip for excellent service, you can do that. So the basic tip is included, but if you want to give a little more, you can do it on the final 0 bill. Yes, but I will double check that as well to make sure that it hasn't changed.
Right, because
Mhm.
if you go on your own, they will charge you the price for the restaurant, plus they automatically add the gratuity as well.
Is in there, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Last year it was included in the price. Now it might be different, but last year that's how it went. Yes, Jenny, yes.
Yes. I'm old fashioned and I've been cruising for probably 30, 40 years.
Mhm.
Back in the day, there was no automatic gratuities.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm old fashioned, so you could go up to the desk and say, take the gratuities off. And that way you can give the money to the people that has waited on you
Mm-hmm.
at the price appropriate. Okay, that is an option they're not going to tell you about.
It is noted in the final vacation details
Right,
in that 2 pages. It does say that you could go and change it
Yeah,
however.
it's in the fine print, and you can also ask for envelopes, and they'll be more than glad to give you envelopes to put that money in. And I think Mark had something to say.
go ahead. I think it's
Okay.
already covered.
All right.
Great.
So I have also a question about internet access because I went on the cruise line website
Mhm.
and they said that there are two services. One is your basic email
Mhm.
internet access. The other one is your surfing and streaming. But right now, when you go to the website, all they have is the surfing and streaming service, which is
Mhm.
a lot more expensive. Is it, is it sold out or can we get internet day by day?
I noticed that too, Lillian. I noticed that there is from the website, there's a surfing and then there's a surfing and streaming, right?
Right.
And usually you just need the surfing because you're not going to be streaming movies in your cabin to watch. I mean, really, you're
No.
doing other things. But it was a good price though on the, I mean, just looking at it yesterday, it was still on sale. The surf and streaming was cheaper than the surf. So,
Well, they don't even offer the surf. I mean, I don't even know how
Right.
to compare. How much is it, the surfing itself?
from
if they
what I
offer?
saw, from what I've read before, it was like 23, and then the surf and stream was a little bit like a few bucks more. But, and I still don't know if it's going on, but if you go on your app, things have been on sale, right? I mean,
Right.
different excursions. Yesterday, I saw that the surf and stream was $15.99, which
Right.
is cheaper than anything. If you got it, if you
I
look
didn't
at
know.
it and
I had
see,
nothing to compare with, so yeah.
yeah, that's like 30% off. Yeah.
Okay.
So if that helps,
I mean,
yes.
you can
I'm-
on the ship sign up for individual days. It's
Hmm.
more per day if you sign up on the ship.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, everything's more when you sign up on the ship. Mark is correct. That's why look at your app. You can see kind of what's on sale. You can buy it through the app. You can buy it on the website. So when I saw that yesterday, I thought that's a pretty good deal. If you're looking for a decent, internet as you go, right?
Yeah, I got a question.
Mhm.
For the captain's welcome aboard party, we need to dress formal, right? We need like a suit or something like that to wear.
Mhm. That would
Okay.
be nice, but I mean, it's up to you how much you want to dress up. Yeah.
Right, okay. All
So,
right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Jack, they're not as formal as they used to be. So you will see a lot of people on New Year's Eve and on the captain's formal night, just in a nice shirt and slacks. Not everybody wears a suit, where 10 years ago, 15 years ago, everybody would. But you're also going to see people in suits and tuxes and full evening gowns. But
Mhm.
you'll also see people in what you might think of as just a normal go out to dinner,
Mhm.
nice dress, or a blouse and skirt and normal, button shirt and khakis.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
really up to you.
right, okay. I got another question. For the excursions now, I haven't booked any excursions. I hope that there may be some empty spaces. But from what I understand, if you don't go on excursion, you will be outside the ship. That we can do things on, with you, like your plan.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'll explain that. That's a great question because I know people are interested and not quite sure what it is. So when you get the weekly schedule that I'll give you in your welcome packet, it'll say the time of the independent meetups and where we'll meet and the time for each port. And what that is, now that's not a guided walk or tour with me. It's just a get together
Okay.
with people that you can go and you can explore the port. And it usually goes something like this. We go off and some people see a shop and they go in there and some people go over here. There's usually two types in the independent meetups. One who wants to shop and lunch and see the town. And the second type, but one's more like just to flop down on a beach and just relax and soak up the sun. So
Okay.
sometimes it's fun to kind of have an idea what you want so you can pair up that way because we'll probably get enough for a couple of groups. So it's easy, it's relaxing, it's an extra service And one of the great things is that you're never alone. I mean, there's always
Yeah.
people to have fun with. Yes.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Mhm. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen.
Yes, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I have to be honest, I don't totally understand about the internet thing, that what you're paying for the $15.99 a day.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you have your phone and but you can't, that's getting the Wi-Fi.
Right, so the package is to get Wi-Fi while you're on the ship.
So that would be the $15.99.
Right, if you don't have the package, you don't get Wi-Fi. And I don't even know if Grandeur has the cellular at
You know,
sea.
to be honest with you, I don't really want to speak to my home friends, you know, while I'm on the.
Yeah.
I mean,
So look, a lot of people, you know, when they're on the ship and we're at sea, they turn their phone off and leave it in the safe in their
Right.
cabin. And then, you know, if you want to have occasional access to check in at home or whatever, you can usually buy an international roaming package from your carrier, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, whoever, for
Right.
$10
Yes.
a day, and you only pay when you're on an island that it turns on.
mhm.
And
But you can sometimes find free Wi-Fi when you get off the boat.
also you can find
Yeah, I heard that also. But I mean, like, my point is, if we don't buy the Wi-Fi, can I still speak to CJ?
Yes, that's a good point, Kathleen. Because last year the people who had also, I saw cell phone providers last year, they'll instantly message you like, hey, do you want a cruise package, or you can get this instead of, the cruise package. The most important, element for me as a concierge are the people who have the Voom or the text. I can get to them more easily. Changes, text you, you can text me, and we can do that on the ship. And on land, or it just seemed like the ones that had texting capabilities were able to get a hold of me easier. Now, if you don't have that, you're going to see me breakfast and dinner, right? You'll have my cabin number. There's voicemails, I believe, on the cabin phone, so I could leave a good old voicemail on your phone, that sort of thing. So communication is great in the sense that we can do it the regular paper way and seeing each other. It depends. Yeah.
There's also enough
Thank
of
you.
us. There's enough of us that within a day or two, you'll meet a few people that you're going to hang around with, and you're going to make an arrangement with, like, Jenny, and you decide, okay, we're going to go sit in the solarium for breakfast. And even if you don't have the internet, maybe Jenny does. So if she gets a message from CJ, she'll relay it to you.
Okay.
You can ask her. So
I also want to say that you have to be careful when you have. So first of all, the ship makes you have an app, right? And they say that they're going to post all the activities and a calendar and all that. I would assume that they're going to enable us to be able to see the app and use the app, which is Wi-Fi. But one thing I want to remind people who have not done this before and learned from very hard experience: turn on your phone on airplane mode, because I have gotten a few $100 charges from texts that people sent, and you don't know you are you're somewhere else internationally, and people send you texts and you get automatically charged international rates. So just be very careful. You just that was the painful experience.
that's
This thing on the ship,
especially
keep your phone on airplane.
Yeah, but you can
especially-
get Wi-Fi even if you're on airplane mode, but you just don't get people calling you
Right.
because they didn't know that you're overseas. Yeah,
Right.
that could be
You'll
expensive.
pay a lot of money. You'll pay a lot of money, a
Yeah.
lot.
But if
That's
people
right.
call-
It's an excellent,
If-
that's excellent. Yeah.
If people call you on WhatsApp, it doesn't cost any extra, right? It's. I
Yeah,
did
if
it
you're on
before.
Wi-Fi, right? So
You
if
have
the
to
chip
have,
allows
yeah,
you-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And again, if for some reason you don't have texting capability, there's something I really want to say. We're on ship at sea. Check your voicemail on your phone. I mean, on your phone, your cabin, the regular telephone. So, yeah. And also good old, if I don't see you at dinner or something, like I said, I'll just give you the daily schedule, slip it under your door or something like that. Yes. So we connect. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mike,
Sounds good.
Michael, uh-huh.
Got a question.
Yes.
Been on several trips and it's been a while, but on these excursions, one of the things they're telling you to bring is local currency. Do we need to bring the currency, get the currency for these islands? They all take American
No.
money, I'm
Yeah.
sure. And,
Yeah.
we haven't done
Mhm.
it in years.
Yeah.
And now it's back on there saying to bring it. So,
No, the American dollars, they'll take American dollars. They'll take American dollars just about everywhere in
Oh,
the
yeah.
world. Yeah.
yeah.
Great. Good,
Okay.
good point. Uh-huh. Yes. Let's see. Well,
I
we've
noticed-
covered a lot. Mm-hmm.
I signed up for several excursions and they aren't yet showing up on my account. And they had made a comment on the app that was to be expected. But my question is, when can I expect to see them showing up? Because some of them were saying only one place left. And if I don't get on those, I would like to select something else. But as of this afternoon, out of all the ones I've signed up for, nothing had been charged to my account.
Something's wrong there.
And when did you sign up for them? Was it recent? Or?
It was early this week, as soon as it was the same day as I signed up and signed in and got my pass and all that.
You should call
Okay.
the number and they'll take the call. And because I called and they told me originally I never paid. I thought I had booked all the excursions and I didn't realize I had to pay for them at that time. And that
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't check out. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them a call tomorrow
That you've got to pay for. Yeah. Interesting.
because they had
Yeah.
my credit card number.
Hmm. I see a
Paulette?
couple of questions here.
Yes.
Paulette,
Yes.
when you booked your excursions and they went into your cart,
They did not.
oh, well, you hit reserve on your excursions?
Yes.
Okay, they should have gone into your cart, and then when you go to your cart, then you get to move to the point where it's, final pay for those excursions. Because I had that on a couple of them too, and realized that, well, I booked them 2 weeks ago and they're still in my cart. And
exactly.
and I hadn't hit the final payment yet, and then
Exactly.
did. And
Okay, I'll check that out because I did the drink package and the internet and they showed up, but the
Yeah.
excursions didn't. Okay, thank you for
okay,
those of y'all that have done it before.
Paulette,
Yes.
I'm Mike K meeting you at the airport, so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's
will.
you guys.
Yeah.
That's nice. You're
I'm
gonna share.
I'm listed as something else, and I don't know how I did that. Janetta, you too? Yeah, okay. But yeah, so I just want to let you know, my name, Mike K's not up there. I don't know why.
But you-
Okay, okay, great. Hi, Jenny, you had oh no, wait, Jack, you had a question?
Yeah, Coach, I was thinking about doing excursions as a group, but look like we're doing it individually, the excursions.
There's so many excursions and everybody has such different, ideas of what they want
Pace.
to do, active or
Right.
beach. And
I got you.
but you can see, it's nice. You guys have been great about posting what you've signed up for. So you can say, oh, okay, I can see this person is doing this. If you want to hook up on that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's
So
good,
Jack-
yes. Mhm.
Jack, usually at dinner the night before, we'll start asking, or at the happy hour, you'll start asking who's going on what excursion.
Right.
And
Mhm.
then basically, there may be 6 of us going on this one excursion.
Right.
And we'll arrange to meet somewhere to get in line to make sure we all end up on the same bus for the excursion.
That's so nice. And starting that, you're right, Mark, starting that like at a happy hour, few days ahead. So even if somebody has a chance to join up, you know, that's great.
And
Yeah.
then and by the way, here's the other thing. You can change and cancel your excursions up to 48 hours in advance. And usually actually on the ship, yeah, they'll even give you a little more leeway. Like if you go first thing in the morning, the day before, they still might let you cancel and change. So book an excursion, and then you find out, hey, there's 15 of us going on this other one on Friday, and you want to change, you can go to the excursion desk when it's open and cancel and change. I don't know how many times I did that on the Odyssey back last May.
That's very nice. Yeah, 48 hours cancellation, so you can kind of buy something now and switch it around. Yes. Yes,
Susie.
Susie. Uh-huh.
Okay, I have a question. I really haven't booked any excursions because I'm a little bit paranoid about being by myself on them. I was kind of wondering about what goes on the ship while everybody is out on the excursions. Do they have stuff going on if you don't go?
Yes, but not as much. You know, it's light activity. It's not as packed as like a day at sea. But there are things going on, and of course, the independent meetup. You can come with me and others to walk around and see what else we can find. You know, if it's lunch or beach or whatever it is. Right.
Okay.
But the main thing is that
Oh wait.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Susie?
Susie, because it says Alan on your.
Yeah, it's my brother. I'm sorry. I don't know how it got up there.
That's okay.
No, if you like to go, like, they have like pools, you know, like they have 2 or 3 pools. They have, you know, like there's so much, there is a lot, you know, to do on the ship.
Yes, yes. Like structured activities, not as much, but the pools and everything. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. And kind of nicer because nobody's on, and there's less people there for the pool.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You can actually get a chair.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You can actually get a good chair.
I might still book some stuff. I don't know.
Shirley. Yes. Hi, Shirley. Oh, just unmute yourself. Can you unmute? Shirley? Right on your lower left. Yeah, there we are. Hello, Shirley. So nice to meet you.
Same here, same here. Can you tell me, you made a reference to the Wyndham Grand.
Yeah, I know. You know what? That's a typo. It's a typo because if you scroll down a little bit more, it shows the same paragraph with the right hotel. So it's just whoever made it. Yeah, it's just, yeah, the office makes them, and sometimes there's little typos and things. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
So,
that's all I needed.
Right, exactly. The Hyatt, yeah, and you've got the address there, which is nice too, with the phone number on the final vacation details. So it's easy for, you know, if you're getting a taxi to tell them, but it's such a big, beautiful hotel. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's beautiful. It's well located in a gorgeous area.
And we have to get our own transportation to it.
Correct.
From the
So
airport.
there's usually a ton of taxis or the Uber or Lyft if you're interested in that. Yeah.
Where's the Uber? I'm sorry, CJ, where's the Uber?
You would have to download an Uber app or Lyft. And what's nice is in the final vacation details, it gives you all that information. Yeah. Yeah. But taxis are just about almost the same price, really, when I was looking at it. Mike?
So we are at the Hyatt Regency, right, Miami, where we're staying, not the Wyndham Grand?
That's correct.
Okay.
It is lovely. It's gorgeous right there on the river. It's a beautiful property. It's lovely, nice shops and restaurants all over. So yeah, I think you'll love it. I love
Well,
it.
we've
Yeah.
stayed there a couple times with
Yeah.
STI for cruises.
Oh,
And,
great. Yeah.
And as far as getting the transport shuttle or van or whatever for 2 or 3 people and stuff, we can just we'll pick that up at the airport.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. There should be plenty on that. Well, I think we're getting close to the end now. Do we have any final questions? I think we've done a great job, and we're going to have a great recording for those who haven't joined us. We look so forward to seeing you. And if you have any other questions that you think of as you're getting ready, please put it in the trip chat so we can help each other, and we'll look at that. Because of course, people who weren't able to see it might have questions as well. So we'll look forward to that posting. And again, if you've got your profile and your picture on the Singles Travel International site, that'll help us just to put a face to all of our new friends as well. Okay, great. I am so excited to have you guys. And oh yes, Jack.
One more question. I was thinking about just powering off my iPhone, just turn it off altogether. I can do that, right? Without putting it on airplane mode. I just
Oh, sure. At nighttime. Yeah, nighttime, just turn it off unless you need an alarm. But that can be tricky too if you're in different time zones and things.
Right.
Travel alarm clocks or wake up calls through the reception. So you don't have to use your phone at all then, right?
Sounds good.
The old-timey phone in your room, you can call for a wake-up call.
That's
I
right.
got you. Right.
And usually they are excellent. My tip for that is make 2 wake-up calls, one 15 minutes later, and always ask them to repeat the time to you. Usually a good reception will do that. So you don't get up at 5:15 instead of 6:15, right? Which has happened to me.
The time will change because most of the islands are an hour earlier than Miami.
Right.
One more question. We have to make sure we get back to the ship on time, correct?
Oh, yes.
Right. That's very important. And we should be on ship time, right? We should use the ship.
Yes.
Yes.
I got you.
I always say a regular watch is best to travel with because it won't flip back and forth between time zones if you're near a time zone's border. If you have one of those fancy, the cell phone or the fancy watch, a regular watch will help you.
But use the ship time, but always use the ship time.
They will let you know.
Okay.
They will let you know if they're pushing they will say on the front page, you will still get a paper schedule every day, not just the app, but a good old paper compass, right? With all the material. And it will say if there's any time change, they'll put it in the front of that. Yes. So you know what they're doing.
On these excursions that the ship give you, the excursion, the people know they have to get you back to the ship on time, right? They'll wait.
That is
the ship
correct.
will wait for you. Right.
That is a great bonus to the Royal Caribbean excursions. The ship will wait for you. Right. If you book it with Mr. Mom and Pop down the street,
forget it.
Yeah, forget it. They're not waiting for you.
I got you. Okay.
And I had that myself on a cruise where we were like a half hour late. That it was a Royal Caribbean shore excursion. They waited, didn't have to worry. Yeah,
that's good to know.
So,
okay.
Yes. Yeah. That is an excellent bonus. Well, I've really enjoyed our time together. I think we've got a great group. You guys are so wonderful and so positive and just so great in your chat to each other. So I look forward to seeing you there again. Keep in contact in the trip chat so we can talk to each other, and especially those of you who are watching this at home, feel free to write in the trip chat as well. So I'll see you later. I'll see you in Miami. You take care.
Thank you very much.
Safe travels, all of you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.